Hello, lovely one. So I'm coming here just from in front of my house, actually, sitting in the beautiful nature. It's been very exciting. Lots of birds are out, and it is just really magical. And they don't go away when we turn up. They kind of look and say, "Oh, I know you." So it is a very special time. And today I want to talk with you about living from the heart, because this is what we do. This is who we are. This is our mission. This is basically all about us. And living from the heart always has, of course, a different frequency. And as we're going into the end of August, today is 2nd of August, it is really about how are we aligned? What are we tuning into? How much do we access the opportunities, the potential, the rhythms that are available for us? Yes, Homo luminous is coming in very strongly, and I'm really excited. I feel it in my bones, I feel it in my muscles, I feel it in my DNA, I feel it in my heart. So what we are given is really from the alignment from the Lion's Gate. I mean, this is a really eventful month, and of course full and new moon are coming up as well. It is really break free. Reflect, break free. Don't hold on to anything that you think you have known, but step into what there is. So the question is, what are we breaking free of? What are the rhythms of the cosmos, the birds, the earth? What is it really telling us? What are we breaking free of? And it is interesting and it's timely, and that Keone Hanelei from his beautiful Pohalo, I hope I pronounce it properly today, um, talks about his fern, and he's the fern medicine man in a generation line of 12,000 years. So not only that the fern is basically keeping the memory of the human experience and human emotions that we have chosen to forget. What is happening now, and this is not an accident, this is in synchronicity, is that the spores are actually shedding and they're airborne. So this is another great opportunity for us to wake up. So what we're breaking free of: emotional numbness, emotional disability. I want to call it disability. And no matter where we are on our journey, so I am on my awakening journey all my life. I've done plenty inner stuff, but yet at this moment it's just fascinating to be aligned and to really enjoy all the opportunities that come our way. So yes, so there is the emotional side, and ferns grow everywhere. So maybe go and check where in your world is fern. I have quite a few around here, of course. The second thing is mental slavery, and of course mental slavery brings us to Bob Marley. I was very privileged as a very young man to sit with Bob Marley at his house in Tofgang, drink a soursop juice, and talk about emancipate yourself from mental slavery. This has a different vibration from today, because today we are obviously in 2025, and I spoke to him in 1979, 80, so really long time ago. But what I really feel of mental slavery now is we really have an opportunity to break free from it in a very different way. And this has inspired, obviously, creating the healing bridges to living from the heart, the disconnect, connect, and reconnect. And the first lot is ready, so the recording will continue after this video, actually, so you can get in and access it very quickly. 21 days each. It's really exciting. So what is the mental slavery? The mental slavery is really, we're starting to realize another aspect of coding, corruption codes actually, that we have been conditioned to. It goes into education, and it doesn't mean education is so bad. It was just also coded to that corruption. And so now, with all the opportunities that we have, with the energies that coming through, and the rhythms are very important, and of course the sound, we can actually disconnect. And this is not a spiritual bypass, this is not escapism, this is just saying, hey, this is actually not me, I disconnect. It doesn't mean once you're disconnected you are free and whatever. No, it then means when you're fully empty and feeling that nothingness and feeling that disconnection, then you can actually connect to self within. And once we're coming back into self within, into our power, into our peace, into our potential, into our, what can I say? There's another word with P, and that is presence. Everything changes. So in a way, these worries, that stress and all of that are layers that have been put into our minds. And I'm not a mind guy because I'm a man of the heart. However, when we can release these blocks, these codes that have corrupted the potential of the mind goes really in a different direction, even though the operating system is going into the heart with Homo Luminous. But I just feel, and I can, not only feeling it, I see it in my own life, I see it with my clients. When they shift from that mental states into the harmonic states of being, everything changes. And this is really fascinating. But I feel I've spoken enough now, and hopefully it resonates with you. Hopefully you find something in my words and in my sharing today that you can take home. But this is not the end of the story, because of course I bring a few flutes out here, and today I want to connect you more to your power within, to let go, to disconnect, to delete, to decode these whales, these corrupted files that have really limited your mental capacity, I want to say. And I feel living from the heart is obviously the key to shifting into new earth, evolving, conscious awakening, conscious awakened states. And so I feel it's very important that we actually allow ourselves to become free, free of mental slavery, free of mental numbness, and use all the opportunities that we have been given. We are not alone in that. So if you wish, take a moment out and just close your eyes and breathe, and let the sound medicine art of my flutes and my heart take you to these places, I want to say, in your mind and in your emotions, to break free, whatever it is for you, because we're all in different states. Sound medicine has the magic to be unique to you. So let's see where it takes us. You have closed your eyes now, and just focus on your breath as you're feeling surrounded by beautiful light. This light is more like a rainbow. It comes in all kind of colors as we want to open up and see all the colors, feel all the colors, and fully reconnect to the rhythms that are truly who we are. And so let the flutes and my voice help you to disconnect from all these corruptions that are in form of codes and programs, the conditioning, the roller coasters, the numbness, the busyness, and whatever it is for you at this time, now. Otaramane ame 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 anayoma. Otare ma yea 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 manore ma ye tora me nario ma ho. Allow yourself to go deeper and wider, way beyond where you have ever been, to fully open up that living from the heart and eliminate, delete and decode with my sound that comes through what's holding you back, what you have forgotten. And as you're going deeper and you allow yourself to see, remember to embrace it all in love and compassion. We have come to experience, to live in these limited and conditioned ways. We have not come to judge it. We have not come to get angry. The only way we're stepping out of emotional numbness and into fluency is by accepting, embracing, and allowing it to come to the end of its cycle. So honor whatever you have experienced. Honor your pain. Honor the discomfort that you have gone through. Honor that you have now the courage to release, to decode, to delete from the heart in love and compassion. To set free also your uniqueness, your authenticity. That is a key to the new collective consciousness that is unfolding beautifully. Just allow yourself to feel. Just allow yourself to be present beyond the numbness of your emotions, in the freedom of your emotions, your emotional affluence and fluency, your expression of the heart. And so let's close this little meditative experience, mystic creative, with connecting to the sloth. The sloth that hugs the trees, that learns to be present to the ecosystem, to life, that learns to explore its magic. The sloth can also swim, and its extraordinary gift is not that it's faster in the water, but it can dive and hold its breath for up to 40 minutes. And when any animal goes in a state like that, of doing something extraordinary, whether it's the hummingbird who goes into a coma when it's high in the mountains to live through the cold and take the sleep of life, whether it's the tuatara, one of our most ancient reptiles that hibernates like many others, or our sloth that just holds the breath and is just fully present to self. The self that is you and the self that is us, the collective self. That is not conformity, but uniqueness. That is not duty, but choice. That is not numbness, but freedom. And so it's time to finish this little time today, going deeper, going beyond, truly making peace, to step in to harmonic states of being and living from the heart, to break free from mental slavery and emotional numbness. So whenever you're ready now, come back, open your eyes and smile. Yeah, it's interesting. I never know where that goes, and that's part of the magic. Thank you so much if you are still here. And yeah, it's just a blessing to share this with you. Living from the heart, the key to New Earth and our conscious evolution. So see you soon, and feel free to comment, to like, to share, to subscribe, and to talk to us, because we like that too. And very excited to share with you soon our healing bridges to living from the heart. So much love.